times when I was there in Emo Hanover, grinding hub, and their last AMB, it is great to bump into Andreas Haimer, and great to see you here in India.
Thank you very much for Machine Maker interviewing us together with Amolak, our managing director for India and Southeast Asia. So I'm very happy because to be back in India, because we already have over 17 years of presence with Haimer India and a great team which we have built up to be prepared for exactly this timing, because I can feel that one, from the China plus one strategy of many global accounts, they are shifting manufacturing from China to India, but two, also the domestic market in India. You know, I've seen a real change the last 17 years coming to India. So it's always good to be on the IMTEX. I think this is my 10th IMTEX show. I'm already there, and we are having a biggest booth ever. We are showing a lot of new innovations, and I think really products and solutions, not products, really solutions that can help the skills gap in India to invest even more and to be even more productive in Indian manufacturing.
So basically, as Andreas told that he is in India, he come often, this is his 10th IMTEX. But as an expert, Amolak sir, you work with India very closely, and most importantly, you are there in Singapore. You know the entire, Southeast Asia or Asia, how it is working. What is the real transformation happened in India in the last 1 decade?
I think India is now slowly trying to catch up with the global supply chain management, and for that very important is that the processes in India get strengthened. So, and a lot of it has got to do with the mindset of the people. So now you have a lot of companies talking about the processes, and that's very critical for India to move to the next level, as Andreas was telling, to the China 1+ strategy. And now we are really starting to see that taking off. Also the kind of investment that's happening in electronics and semiconductor, which was never happened before, and the way it has taken off in the last 2 years, I think is a fantastic advertisement on how the Indian new entrepreneurs and the industrialists are able to adopt to this changing environment. And Haimer has been a very critical part of this growth journey, and we are very, very proud that we are one of the largest partners for all this electronics and semiconductor revolution that's happening in India. And also with Andreas being here, we are also getting a global ideas into how we can take it to the next level.
You spoke about the government initiatives, and I believe that that is also triggering the growth. And also you spoke about the process and systems. I believe that it is very important if someone needs to grow, especially the entrepreneurs in India in the SME level. If you are able to bring process and systems, it will really trigger the growth. Do you see that that is happening especially in the SME level?
Yes, definitely. And I think a very big example of that would be the kind of interest what people have shown for the new tool management concept what Haimer is talking about, the tool room of the future here. Haimer is a system provider around the machine tool, and we are focusing very much on the processes. And the great thing about Haimer is we are a production house of 220 plus CNC machines, and the products that we are selling here are exactly the products which we use in our manufacturing. So we are also trying to bring the processes from a global perspective right to the Indian market, and the reception from the Indian customers at this show has been overwhelming, I would say. And maybe Andreas can also talk about how this process is integration of from a global point of view and India is happening now.
Thank you, Amolak. It was very important what you just said, that we are using our own products in-house. So nothing that has not been really implemented in our own manufacturing. And I'd like you to invite to come over to see state-of-the-art, automated, digitized factory, where really the tool room is the center and the heart of the manufacturing, connecting from CAD/CAM integration, tool management, all the tools, tool dispensing, logistics, so that everything is tracked and traced on which machine, which cutting tool has been used, how much cost it is, into assembling the product. So for the first time in the world, we can make this tool room, which is the biggest black box in all the manufacturing and the most manual labor required still when you have CNC machines, but we can digitize and automate that and trace it back to the individual worker and operator. So that means you can take a person first day in the job, bring it into the manufacturing. If you invest in the Haimer solutions, he gets guided digitally so that he will do the same good job as if he would be 10 years with the job. So that's a massive game changer for the skills gap for Indian manufacturing, where you need to scale up in a very short time a massive production that is right now happening, not only in electronics, which has been a very good customer for us, the electronic industry, smartphone production, but also automotive, aerospace, any kind of job shop, even the small and medium-sized companies, local Indian companies can benefit from that, because you can get such a quick return on investment, avoiding fat finger problems, spindle crashes, replacing expensive parts, plus being more productive. So this is really from a global perspective that India can now invest in Haimer, take it right away and being globally on the top level and very, very competitive. And this is what we have to offer for the Indian market.
Capabilities what you have input, which is very important for you to bring out your own innovations, right? Now, with all these global experiences, how it can really benefit a shop floor at a tool room of an Indian manufacturer?
The nice thing is our solutions are modular and scalable. So even if you have a small and medium-sized shop floor that used to work like a worker works in front of the machine assembling the collet, every worker assembles his own tooling. That means there's a lot of variances, a lot of variables. You don't have cost control. If you centralize that in a tool room, and that's shrinking, shrink fit holders. Shrinking is a push button system. It's a digitized system. You have entry-level products even from us for that. So he can benefit right away moving from a collet chuck with maybe 20 micron to a shrink fit system with 3 micron. He will cut in half his cutting tool consumption just from that. In addition, as a next step or alternative investment, he can invest in an entry-level presetter. Instead of setting up the tools and measuring it in the machine, he can send the data to any kind of CNC control, avoiding setup times, avoiding downtimes, avoiding fat finger problems that you have a crash in the spindle. So that's a huge game changer and saver for him. And you just mentioned to me before that there is Indian machine tool builders now making machines up to 40,000 RPMs here on display on the IMTEX show, which I have been impressed by this development. Another product in the tool room, which is essential, is balancing machines. If you spin up to 40,000 RPM, you will not reach your surface finish if you don't balance the tool assembly. You can start with shrink fit, which is symmetric, rotational symmetric, but still if you have a boring bar, a collet system, a modular tool, you need to fine balance the total tool assembly. So all in all, we can take our Indian customers by the hand as a partner and start the journey together. Modularly, he can benefit, and then he can add our software solutions, connecting all the machines, connecting their CNC machines, even tool dispensing, cost control. So this is a huge advantage for all of our customers.
Thank you very much, Andreas, for sharing your time. Thank you, Amolak Saab, for also sharing your insights. What I believe is this is the time of ChatGPT. This is the time of artificial intelligence. Everyone wants their life to be easy, and I believe that's what you told, that with the push of a button, and a young graduate who is coming into a shop floor can also easily use your machines. I believe that is going to make a big change. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, and that's here on display. We show the first presetter in the world with an artificial intelligence inside. It's called Haimer AI. So that means the presetter will learn automatically. This is an end mill, this is a drill. It will suggest automatically the highest point, shoulder 1, shoulder 2. So with one push of a button, even the presetter doesn't know which kind of tool it is. It will automatically identify it, measure it, and store it and repeat it. So that's exactly what you say. We are in a time of AI, of software, of digitalization, and we have the solutions for our customers in India and all around the world. Thank you so much.